Hello, bonjour, hola, happy new year everyone. It's 2023, it is the 8th of January. I have been gone for a couple of months, but I'm back. I'm absolutely fine. I just thought I would do a little colour and catch up and just let you know what's been going on really. The channel is still here, it's not going anywhere. This desk has been abandoned for a couple of months. It's an absolute tip. It needs a good old sort out, I think, and a bit of a refocus, and I need to clearly buy a new one of these. So I hope everyone is absolutely amazing and everyone had a fabulous Christmas. I am just going to be working on Rooms of Wonder. It's the first page I've done in here. I've not done anything in it yet. I'll explain as to why as the video goes on. But it's New Year and obviously everyone's on the New Year, new me, healthy living and all that. I just thought this page was quite suitable. And just having a cup of tea. And I got these for Christmas. It is the Lyra Rembrandt polycolour pencils. Got the 36. And I thought it's a nice page to just kind of have a go. This little section here is absolutely gorgeous. Like the browns and the ochres, and then the, I don't really know what you call them. Pop it in the comments. But I love these kind of colours, these like earthy reds. I actually love these pencils. I've ordered 20 more. I was just going to buy a complete full new set of them because they were on offer, but I was like, that's ridiculous. We've only just started colouring again. But I definitely think these, I think I'll keep an eye on the full set and buy them when the price drops again. But I've ordered a couple more of these little colours, you know, to just expand that thing up, like cinnamon. I love any colour that's called cinnamon, I don't know why. But anyway, this is how lazy I was. So the swatch book is falling to pieces. Ollie had a good old chew of it and just absolutely destroyed it, which just made me mad. So we'll probably have to start a new one. But I got some Derwent drawing, and since I've been missing, so that was a lazy swatch that I just couldn't be bothered drawing the boxes. And then this will show you what kind of mood I've been in. This was the swatches for the Lyra, which is absolutely disgusting. So I'll probably rip it out and do it properly. Or come up with some new, might start a new colour swatch, but I don't know, I'll decide. But lovely colours. So I'm going to work on some lemons. I'm just going to have to work like this 1 minute. So that's that one, that's that one, that's that one, that's that one. So I'm going to go for golden ochre and lemon, and we'll have a bit of lemon cadmium as well. We might even have a little bit of, what's the, is this canary yellow. Using all the yellows for just some lemons, but who cares? So anyway, I thought I'd just jump on, have a little bit of a colouring chat, tell you that the channel is not going anywhere. People have messaged me to ask me if I'm okay, if I'm still doing the channel, etc. And I am. I absolutely am. So I've just sharpened them pencils. And I just want to try, just quickly, I will start chatting and tell you what's kind of been going on. Nothing's really been going on, to be honest. Won't be a sec. So I think the last time that I actually filmed a video was, I Do we think these are lemons? I've got no clue. Go on trees. I feel like the stalk comes up. It's a lemon. So I feel like the last time I filmed a video, I should have really gone and checked, but this was just like a spur of the moment thing. Was September's completed pages, I think. Obviously back to school and all that, and I was really looking forward to October half term. I had all the Halloween plans. If you remember, I was going to colour loads while I was off and like film loads of videos and stuff like that, and that was actually the plan. And then I think I talked about it, I can't really remember now, but obviously I was going out with like my work friends to celebrate end of term, and we were going out in Manchester, and we had like an absolute ball. It was just such a good night. We stayed over, we literally danced all night, drunk a ridiculous amount, and it absolutely poured down. So we were walking back at like 3 o'clock, and I just had a shirt, an overshirt, and a t-shirt on, and my jeans, obs. We got absolutely soaked. It was freezing, and then like we all just went to sleep. Like we slept, and then got up the next day, and everything was fine, and like we were travelling back home, which is like a bit of a nightmare because obviously there's 2 motorways into Manchester. One that I would, if I was coming from home, I would use, but I was going back to Wigan where I work, so I went on a different one. Anyway, that one was closed, so it was the M6. So the M6 was closed because of a crash, so my sat nav took us down the 62, which is like basically takes me home. So it brought me all the way to, I was driving, brought me all the way to one junction before where I would get off for home. Just look how lovely they are. I absolutely love them. Ignore the colouring, it's a bit scuffy. I was doing it on my knee last night. Brought me all the way back to like one junction before where I would get off if I was just like on my own, but obviously I had a car full of friends who lived in the complete opposite direction. So then it took me all the way back, and I started to feel a bit funny, like, and I just thought, oh, here we go, like the hangover's kicking in, because I'm all right in the morning. I wake up, I'm not hungover, I'm like fresh. Like everyone hates me because I'm like up, showered, like face done, dressed, out for a coffee, done, happy days. And everyone else is like dying a death, and I thought, oh, I'd feel a bit bad. Anyway, the car journey like carried on, and I started with this like cough that we were laughing about it, and I was like, oh, can't stop coughing me. And then I got home, and I felt all right. I was like, oh, the hangover's probably going to hit. It took absolutely hours. So we checked out the hotel at 11. I got back home at like gone 2 o'clock, and it's literally half an hour. It's like half an hour for me. That was really nice. And I had a shower. Well, yeah, I'd had a shower in the hotel. So just come home, like put some shorts on and stuff, and chilled out. I can't remember if we ordered pizza or not. I have no clue. But anyway, 9:30 like came, and I just had to go to bed. I was freezing. I started shivering, and I couldn't stop. I literally had to go and get in bed. I felt awful, and I was like, oh my god, this is like a bit of a different hangover. I've never had one of these before. And then it just went horrifically bad. I woke up, I think, at 5 o'clock Sunday morning with a horrendous, I just don't know, it was like a sore throat, a bad chest, coughing. In fact, no, it wasn't a sore throat, it was the cough. Every time I coughed, I've never ever, this is going to sound so dramatic and ridiculous, but I've never been in so much pain in my life. Like, it was horrific, and it lasted that for about 3 days. Like, I was actually dreading coughing again because I thought, I can't bear this pain. It was horrific. I couldn't get dressed. I sat on the couch. I wasn't really eating. Like, just stupid stuff. Like, even my teeth were sore. Like, my teeth were just hurting. My jaw was hurting. Like, every part of my body was hurting. If that was flu, I've never had flu, because I have genuinely never ever been that ill in my life. It was awful, like absolutely awful. So colouring was like not, I just was like, nope, let's see where we get to. And I was actually ill for the entire 2 weeks of the half term. I didn't leave the house. I didn't really get dressed. I managed like to do a food shop, but it was just horrific, and I've still got the cough now. I can't get rid of it. It's nowhere near as bad, but it's just kind of like lingering. So filming was just an absolute no-go. Colouring, I couldn't. I just couldn't even move. It was so bad, and that sounds like so dramatic, but honestly, it was really, really bad. But then everybody else started to get it who was out. I'm just going to see if I can just turn this light down a little bit. No. Ooh. I'm just experimenting. But it was horrific, really, really bad, awful. So just literally spent my whole entire 2 weeks of October half term sat on the couch in a blanket with my pajamas on and dressing gown, and it was bad, so bad. But then everybody else started to get sick as well. Oh, it was awful. I know I was tested for COVID. It wasn't COVID. I was negative. If it was COVID, it didn't show up, but bad. Anyway, so that wiped out any sort of colouring plans or like video filming. Just, no, it wasn't happening. Barely get dressed, let alone sit here and talk. I don't think I could talk. I just didn't talk till I just sat on the couch like, I can't talk. I couldn't sleep. I was up at like 5 o'clock every day. But was so tired, I think. So I was off for the 2 weeks. The second Friday, Lee had come down, I think at dinner time. No, it was about 3 o'clock, and he said, are you feeling okay? I said, yeah, I feel a bit better. I said, today's the first day I've not like uncontrollably fell asleep. I couldn't stay awake. It was horrific. It was so bad. Just really, really not good. And then obviously then I was back to school, so I was like, oh, here we go again. And then we enter like autumn 2. It's the run up to Christmas. It is a busy term. We have obviously school performances, like reports to write, like all sorts going on. So that kind of, I still spent that term trying to kind of get over whatever it was that I had. I should have gone to the doctors. I didn't. I'm not a fan of my doctors. They're rude. They're impossible to get an appointment. So it was just like, it was probably my own fault. So then obviously October happened. I was back to school. Was super busy. We decided to do Matilda the musical for our Christmas performance. So that took a lot more work than was kind of needed, to rewrite scripts and practice songs and learn dances and everything. It was absolutely amazing. The hard work was worth it because the kids absolutely loved it. The parents absolutely loved it. It was just brilliant. And then November happened, and sadly, and this video, please don't think that it is, because it's absolutely not. It's not like a sympathy video. I'm not doing it to get like sympathy comments or anything like that. It's basically people have just been asking me where I am, and instead of saying it over and over again, I'm just doing a video. But November happened and my nan passed away, and it was quite sad. But it was very sad, to be fair. She's been not well for a while. She had Alzheimer's and dementia and cancer, and she'd had the cancer for absolutely ages. But she didn't want treatment. She'd seen how my granddad was when he had treatment, and she'd seen my uncle when he had treatment, and they both sadly passed away, and she refused any treatment. But on the plus side, she'd had it for years. She had it for about, I think she was diagnosed for 5 years, and the hospital had basically said that it was slow growing. You know, she wasn't in any pain, and she wasn't at the time. She didn't have the Alzheimer's then. They basically said that if, you know, she could try like drug treatment, and that would make her very poorly and all that, and she just didn't want it. And she was fine, like she was really, really fine. And then obviously she developed Alzheimer's and dementia at the same time, and my mum was going like 3 times a day and every day to like, you know, wake her up, give her a meds, make her breakfast, make her dinner, going back, making the tea, and it was getting harder and harder and harder and harder and harder. And like, my nan didn't know who had been. She was like, in her head was, you know, alone. No one was seeing her. Like, my nan's sisters were going to visit her every day and stuff, and it was just really sad. And she basically wasn't really safe living at home on her own, because she was going out like overnight, and my mum got cameras so that if she did go out, my mum was alerted, and then my mum could get up there, and it was just a lot on my mum. So she went into a home, and she absolutely loved it. She sort of become a different woman. Like, she was happy and like funny, and half the time you didn't know what she was saying. She was only in the home for 10 weeks, so like her Alzheimer's and dementia had got like a lot worse, and she was basically talking utter rubbish, but was like actually having a ball, and she kind of become like the person who she was again. She was like funny and just loving being there, and like loving like all the staff, and the staff loved her, and it was just lovely for her. I think that's what she needed, but she didn't want to go in there like for so long, I think, as well. But anyway, she was in there, and then she had a fall, and she went to hospital, and she was in hospital for the day, and she was fine. She think she'd broke a collarbone, and I mean, that's obviously she's not fine, but she come back to the home, and like my mum was having a laugh with her and stuff like that. And that was the Thursday, and then by the Saturday she was on end of life care and was basically unresponsive on a like syringe driver on morphine. So it just happened like so fast. It kind of just knocked everybody. So I'd been on the Saturday, and like, so me and my mum and my auntie and my cousin and my sister, we'd all been in the home. She was just unconscious on the bed asleep, basically. And then she died on the Tuesday, and I'd gone to work on the Monday, and then I'd left work and gone straight back to the home again. Obviously so that someone was with my mum, because she'd been there all through the night. She hadn't been to bed, she hadn't been to sleep. And then she was doing exactly the same thing again on the Monday night, so I just basically phoned work and said, look, I'm not coming in, I'm gonna stay at home. And we stayed like all through the Monday night. I actually sat and coloured. As whether you think that's awful or not, but I needed it. And I think when you see my completed pages video, which I am going to do, I'm going to film it maybe later, it's just kind of a completed end of the year video page, because I don't know what I've done. Oh, whips, I'll talk to you about that in a minute. They're everywhere. I think I just kind of poured like my sadness into it. It's just like it's a sad page. Stayed up all night. It was really hard. It's a long time since I've done that, especially like not on a night out drinking, staying awake all night, just actually trying to stay awake was really difficult. And then we come home on Tuesday morning to have a sleep and go back, and as soon as I got into bed and closed my eyes, which was about 10:30, my dad rung me to tell me that she'd passed away. And then I just wasn't really in the mood to colour, and I felt quite sad, for a while. Work was really difficult. I took a day off. I just took the Tuesday off anyway. Then I took the Wednesday off, and I went back in on the Thursday because I felt like I was just kind of sat at home on my own. Just not really doing anything, so I thought, let's just go back to work. So I went back to work, and then obviously my mum was busy sorting out the funeral and stuff, and it was the 19th of December, the funeral, so it was like quite a long way, and I didn't want to put my Christmas tree up. We'd done bits of Christmas shopping. It was Lee's birthday. We went out for a meal, and you know when you just can't shake sadness. I just felt sad. It was my work's Christmas night out on the, I want to say the 16th. It was the 16th because Lee's birthday was the 15th, and I originally wasn't going. It was Lee's birthday, but also was just in a kind of bad place work-wise. I didn't particularly want to be there. I didn't enjoy it. I just didn't want to go. So obviously it was Lee's birthday, so it gave me the perfect excuse. So I didn't go, and then my friends were like, please come, like it'll make you feel better, and I said, oh okay, I'll come. And then I just couldn't. I just thought, no, I'm just not in the mood to party, and like my Christmas tree still wasn't up, and that's not like me because I am literally like 1st December the Christmas tree goes up, my Christmas wax warmer comes out. Didn't even get it out of the box this year. And I just couldn't shake it, and I think I coloured a couple of pages. I did a buddy colour with Sam. I think he knew I needed a buddy colour just to keep me going, and I just couldn't shake it. And then we finished school, and it was the Christmas holidays, and I thought, well, it was obviously the funeral. We had the funeral, and then I went back to school, and it was literally last week, so I only had the Tuesday and then half day Wednesday, and I felt okay. To be fair, like I didn't feel great. I was all right. The only way I can describe it is I felt ready to celebrate Christmas. I just felt, and like me and Lee had a conversation about it, and he felt the same way. Like obviously it just felt weird, like going to the funeral and then coming home and there's a Christmas tree. That sounds ridiculous. because I love my Christmas tree and I love Christmas, but it just didn't feel right and it didn't like kind of sit right. And anyway, so I was just ready to finish, so we finished. And then so I finished on the Wednesday. I think we did the Christmas food shop on the Thursday. We put the Christmas tree up Thursday afternoon, I think. I started to feel better. I was off school for 2 weeks, Christmas holiday, and we did nothing. Like, Christmas Day for me is always the same. I love it. I absolutely love it. I usually see my mum in the morning. I see like my sister and my nephew. I went round my mum's this year just for a little visit while I was waiting for the dinner to cook. To drop some off my brother. Basically, I'd bought him he loves Nightwear Before Christmas, and he wanted the Oogie Boogie Scentsy warmer, but couldn't afford it, so I got it him. And then the Bloody Bull Blue, but luckily I had one, so I ran one round with that. And then my little nephew come and he had like loads of presents there, so I just sat there for a bit and just seeing him, and then come back home. We have Christmas dinner, which I cook. I'd had a little drink, and then Lee's family come in the night, and it's very chilled. There's no kind of like pressure on. I'm not cooking for anyone, I'm just cooking for us, and we just enjoy it, and we don't have to rush around, you know, like trying to fit everybody in. As selfish as it sounds, they come to us. And it just kind of works. And then we just had like so we chilled, and then Boxing Day we chilled, and like we didn't really do anything. We went Cheshire Oaks one day, which is like, if you don't know, it's like an outlet village. We went there. I think we just went there. We basically hibernated for 2 weeks, and I am not gonna lie, I absolutely needed it. Like, it was thoroughly needed. It kind of just like put things in perspective. Like, I just kind of, I think when I should have been doing the things that I absolutely love, like colouring and like going out and putting the Christmas tree up and watching Christmas films and just getting in, like just doing the stuff that I love, I just completely shut down and just went into this like little cocoon. And I just thought that was helpful, and clearly it wasn't, because I just stayed in. We stayed in, we watched films, I gamed, I coloured, we read. We have like reading hours. Like, that sounds ridiculous, but we just get on the couch, we get a blanket in the middle of the day, we turn telly off, and we just read for an hour. These are subtle, these lemons, but I'm really liking them. And I went back to work, and I feel like mentally rebuilt, like happy, and basically just fully recharged and ready to go. I'm back at Slimming World. I'm back on my little slimming journey after my little wild summer. I put 10.5 back on, then lost 4.5 when I went back, and then obviously I lost my nan, and then put 4.5 back on. Then it was Christmas, and I put £0.5 back on, and then I've lost £2 this week. So I'm feeling good. I'm planning. I'm exercising 4 times a week. Again, that was another thing that I just stopped doing because I just felt like I just wanted to sit on the couch and do nothing. So I feel like I learn a lot about myself, really, that I shouldn't let that little voice that says just do nothing because it'll make you feel better. I should ignore it and do what I actually love doing, which is colouring and working out and going out and doing all sorts, and that's kind of just what I learned, really. But yeah, so it's not by any means a sympathy video. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. If like my friends, my colouring friends who speak to me on Instagram, you already know, I've told you, we've spoke about it. But yeah, so that kind of, it just was like one thing after another, and then Ollie jumped on my desk and chewed. I have like I don't even know what it's called. It's like a lightning to HDMI lead that lets me see what I'm colouring, so I can like have my phone on the monitor, colour, and just look up. I chewed through it, and then that stopped working, and then I needed to buy a new one, but I just thought, is that important right now? Not really, so just didn't. I have now. Bought it the other day. I was just waiting for it to be delivered. And yeah, and I think like I probably did, like as daft as it sounds, was feeling like quite a lot of pressure like on the channel to like make videos and release content and colour and colour and colour and colour and colour, and it did become a little bit of a chore. And I think just having that big break was needed. So I'm not going to say that content levels will be as high as they were, because I'm just going to go with the flow. But videos will be back. I am back. I'm going to film a little completed pages video. I don't know, I don't even know what I've coloured. That's what I mean, like I genuinely don't know like what I've done. Not a lot, not gonna lie, not a lot. But I honestly had the best Christmas break ever. I love these pencils, I've already told you, haven't I? But I bought some more. I've just had a bath. I've just literally spent like an hour and a half in the bath reading, and then I had a pack of 4 mini distress inks on my desk, not even opened, and the orange one has leaked everywhere again. They keep leaking, don't know why, really getting on my nerves. So if anyone knows, just drop me a comment and let me know, because it might be something I'm doing. I am storing them upside down, they're just in a drawer. I don't know why they keep leaking, but they keep leaking and it's getting right on my nerves. But apart from that, I don't really want to do a full colouring chat. I just wanted to kind of like catch you up on what's been going on and why I've not been here or actually colouring. I've not even really been posting on Instagram. I've posted today a picture that I worked on over Christmas, so you'll see that in January's completed pages. I posted a buddy colour. I posted obviously the picture that I did, well, I kind of used to distract myself from what was happening. But yeah, that's kind of it really. I don't really think I've got other stuff to say. I've been doing a lot of TV watching, but I think I'll save that for a proper colouring chat. I just wanted to come on and let you know that yes, I'm fine. I'm still here. Spent half an hour colouring lemons. I apologise. It's not the most riveting colouring video in the world, but can't wait for the other ones to arrive now. I've also bought the Artex 126, so I might do a little swatching video and have a little chat about them, because I've not even opened them. They're just sat on the side. Well, I have opened them, but they're just sat on the side. I think I've swatched out like 4 pencils really, and that's it. So might come and do a little swatch with you, have a little go with them. I did I have a page in mind for them? I can't remember. I'm basically kind of not over planning, because I feel like that's where I got to. I felt like it was just all a little bit too restrictive, like at the beginning of the month when I'm saying what I'm going to colour this month, and then I felt like I could only colour them, and I was like, oh. So I think we'll just do like what books I'm fancying colouring in each month, as opposed to like pages and stuff. But yeah, I'm back. I have missed everybody. I've not even been watching YouTube. I've got hours and hours and hours of videos to catch up on, and I definitely will try. But I hope everyone had a fabulous Christmas. I hope you all are ready to have a fabulous year that's full of colour and laughter. Because I know I am. But I'm going to stop right there, because I've still got 4 lemons to go, and oh, let me zoom out so you can have a little look. Cute. It's quite nice. I'll just turn it this way so the light's not shining on it, because they are quite they're quite shiny pencils, but I would say not as shiny as like a Prisma, but they blend beautifully. Look at those watermelons and the lemons. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to this. It's a nice one. I can just sit and watch telly and just enjoy it. But I'm just going to say thanks for watching. Thanks for still following, if you are still following. I promise I'm back now. I'm going to go and make a roast chicken dinner, which I am thoroughly looking forward to. And I will see you very soon, hopefully, to show you what I've actually coloured. It's not a massive amount, but it is what it is. And I've got whips everywhere because I just kept starting something, not in the mood, putting it down, starting something else, wasn't in the mood with that, putting that. Honestly, I was a nightmare. But no, I'm going to crack on with them whips and just enjoy myself again, enjoy the channel, enjoy colouring, and basically have some fun. So I'm going to say adios. I'm going to say thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a little comment, let me know how your Christmas was, let me know what you got, who got colouring supplies. I'm absolutely buzzing with these pencils because I don't think I would have ever bought them. I like the look of them because I think they are like a beautiful pencil. And I absolutely love the Lyra Splendor. I've had one for ages, so now I've got 2 because one comes in the box. But I'm so glad that I got them because I love them. But yeah, so leave us a comment, leave us a like. I'll see you all very, very shortly. All that's left to say is adios.